Hello, sir.
Rupesh, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, how are you?
Sir, I'm good, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm also good. So, we'll start. Make yourself comfortable.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Rupesh, we are the ultimate coders inviting you for your second mock interview.
Thank you, sir.
So, let's start. Yes. So, firstly, we'll move with the HR round,
Okay.
or you can call it as personal interview. So, Rupesh, can you just tell me about yourself?
Hello, sir. This is Rupesh Jamdare. So, I have completed my schooling from Vagdevi College, which comes under Kaktiya University. And I have my hobbies are playing guitar, and I love to listen music. And that's all about myself.
Okay. So, can you brief about your educational backgrounds?
So, I have completed my schooling from commerce.
So, you are a commerce student.
Yes, sir.
Then why you want to change your career in IT?
So there is a funny reason behind it. So one day I was sitting on my laptop and doing watching something. So suddenly internet has been cut off. So the dragon game appears in front of me. So I was playing that. After that, I got internet. So I searched for how to hack the dragon game. So by the Python, I used to hack the game. So that's like that. I have generated my interest in front-end development.
Why you choose web development only?
So I don't at the time I don't know much about this. So one of my friend told me to do this. So I have generated my interest in this, and I'm successfully done. I'm sitting in front of you.
Nice to hear. Okay. So Rupesh, can you just tell me about your strengths?
Okay, so my strength is when I start work on something, so I'll go deep in it, and once I started something, so I'll not leave until I finish it.
Okay. So this is your strength.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is your weakness?
Uh, Weakness are that's the only one is my weakness, sir. The work which I start until I complete it, I'll not move in front of them.
Okay. So Rupesh, if you have a situation, okay, and your friend got a project that he don't have any knowledge on that
Okay,
technology, and you have your knowledge on that technology, and he's asking you for his help to uh, help him in the project, means that he don't have any knowledge, he's saying do his work,
okay,
and you have your work and that is having a highest priority.
okay,
Okay, so what you will do in that situation?
okay. Firstly, I will suggest him to uh, ask his team leader to change his work. Otherwise, in worst scenario, uh, I'll help him in case in to find out the route how to complete it.
So but your first priority will be your work.
My work, sir.
Yes, so that's good. And if anytime you and your friend or your colleague in your team
Okay.
uh, have a fight or something misunderstanding and you are not talking, so in that situation it will affect to your work, so how can you handle that situation?
Okay. First of all, I'll not fight with him because we have to see our faces daily. So I will coolly try to sort out that, and I'll collaborate with the person to whom I have fighted. So I will sort out personally sitting with them.
So Rupesh, can you tell me uh, three qualities in you?
So Three qualities in me. So I'm not the person who get angry soon, and I'm very good at communication, and I'm very good at making new relationships with people.
It's nice to hear. And why should we hire you?
So I have come to know this job needs someone who had a quality of communications and building new relationship and solving problems. For that, I think I'm the one who perfectly fit in this. So I think you should hire me for that reason.
So, Rupesh, there is only one position,
Okay.
and for that, I have received 1,000 resumes, and in that, uh, they have declared their skills, and as you said, they are hardworking, problem solving, and this. So, how you are different from them? What differs to you? What makes you different from them?
Okay. So for now, I would like to skip this question, sir.
That's fine. Okay. So, do you like sports?
Not much, sir, but I used to play cricket.
Okay. So you said you like guitar.
Yeah, sir.
You like to play guitar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the size? Did you measure any time? What is the uh, comfortable size of a guitar,
No,
or it differs to person?
it depends on person, sir. It comes into a large size. One is ukulele. It comes a
And
small size.
there are threads. No, how many threads are there?
A six strings, sir. It's known as strings.
Okay, strings.
It's,
Okay. And so, uh, who is your favorite musician?
my favorite musician is Jones Butler.
Why?
So he's playing his next level. He used to create a situation cool, and he
What
plays.
what qualities you think you can take from him?
So I would like to take his talent, the way he play, the way he. Uh, uh,
Means that talent, I think it came from a hard work.
yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So so if we hire you today,
Yes, sir.
what are your salary expectations?
So since I'm a fresher, so I would like to see in front to build my career. So I'm passionate about this field, and uh, I hope this company will get hands-on experience for me. So I have no doubt that your company will compensate freshers well. But for me, working in a team and learning is more important as well.
Basically, the your answer is that you have priority to the work,
Yes, sir.
not money now. Yes. So you can answer it as your company standards are there. So I am able to negotiate with that according to your standards. For fresher, how much is there? I am able to negotiate. Okay. So here we come to the end of your personal round. We'll
Okay.
start with a technical round.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your what is HTML?
HTML is hypertext markup language. It is used to build websites.
Okay. And what is CSS?
CSS is to style our web pages, giving color and all that.
Okay. And what are the differences between HTML5 and HTML4?
So HTML5 have a lot more new features compared to HTML4. So there are new features like image tag, audio tag, video tag, header, footer, and all that.
And do you know what are the differences between CSS3 and CSS?
Most-
Right. What is float?
So float is a property which is used to float our element.
Float element at left or right.
Left or right, top or right.
And what is clear?
Clear property is when the element is
You can elaborate it with an example also. Not by sharing the screen, just you can elaborate.
okay. For example, we have two elements. If the first element is overfloating on the second element, so then in that case we use clear property.
What are the values of clear? There are three values, I think.
Okay, sir. Yeah. One is a clear clear after, clear before, and clear both.
Clear left, clear
Oh,
right.
so okay, sir.
Yes. Okay. So you said after before.
Yes, sir.
Means what are the after and before means you said.
They are the pseudo classes, sir.
Yes. Okay. And what which are the pseudo elements?
Before, sorry, I don't remember right now. But if you give me a hint, I'll definitely answer for it.
You
So okay, sir. Active, hover, and focus are the
classes.
classes.
Yes. Okay. Do you know the positioning in CSS?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how many types of positions
There
are
are
there in
commonly five types of position. One is relative, one is absolute, and sticky, and fixed, and there is one more.
okay. What is the difference between position relative and position absolute?
Okay, so position relative used to consider parent himself and move uh, according to itself, sir.
Yes. And what is position absolute?
Absolute. So when you in absolute, we have to make a element, make a father for element. So to remove, to move, uh, to
Just we will make the parent different element. In
yes, sir.
relative itself is a parent,
Yes,
but in absolute will make the parent.
parent,
Yes. Another element will just give him a position relative and it will be a parent of.
parent.
Yes. Okay. So why we use a container?
So we use container to, so our web pages uh, is in certain amount of width, so that for that reason we use container.
For fixed layout,
Yes, sir.
for fixed the size layouts, we use container.
Container.
And what is a universal selector?
So universal selector is to style all over the page, sir, which is denoted with star.
And do you know how to make responsive web pages? What is used for making the responsive means? Do you know what is responsive means?
Yes, sir. So one is static and one is dynamic. In dynamic, we use responsive. So we use JavaScript to responsive, like
No, no. Responsive means it is uh, means on laptop, on mobile screen.
okay, okay, okay.
Yes. So flexible on all the platforms,
Okay, sir.
all the breakpoints. So what we use for responsive web page or making our web page responsive? Do you know media query?
Uh, Not more about it, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. So how many types of lists are there in HTML?
There are two types of this, sir. One is mm, uh, organized list, and one is unorganized list.
Ordered and unordered list. Okay. Um, so what is the attribute?
So I would like to skip this question.
So which tag we use for hyperlink?
A taxa.
Yes, anchor tag. And if I want to open my link in a new tab, so what I will use?
So
What I will
for that we use target
yes.
target hyphen blank. If you did that,
Target is a attribute. Okay.
so
Yes. So the value will be underscore blank
blank.
of target. Yes. Okay. So I will ask you a CSS properties, means I will give you an example. Just tell me which property we use for that. Okay.
Okay,
Yes. So for changing the colors.
we use color property.
Yes. And for changing the background.
We use background color.
Okay. And if means let me think one different difficult question. I will move with a JavaScript. I will ask you a JavaScript. Or Rahul sir has joined. Rahul sir, do you have any question on CSS, HTML?
Yes. Rupesh, can you write another list and apply the odd number of line color?
Okay, sir. Can I share my screen, sir?
Not.
Hello.
Yes, share your screen, Rupesh.
Okay, sir. Okay. Is my screen is visible, sir?
Yes.
So first I will take my user, just another list. So this is my UL style. So I would like to apply the style. Okay, so sorry for the inconvenience. I will open my new file.
Just open your old folder and write
Yes,
in
sir.
that.
Sorry, sir. Sir, will you please repeat the question, sir?
Just apply odd number line colors.
Odd number, okay, sir.
Each and every odd, not a particular.
Okay. There is only one odd in this
Just
LI.
increase the list up to 10.
Okay.
Copy paste it. Services. Yes. Okay.
So this is all.
Not. Instead of UL, type the LI, and in parenthesis, type odd.
Sorry, sir.
Type odd.
Odd.
Yes.
EOD.
Odd.
Odd.
Okay. That's the right way. Okay. Just Rishi, can you continue? Hello.
Yes, sir.
I think. Okay. How to write in Roman numbers in list? Just type the code, and you
So-
need a Roman sequence.
So I really don't know about this. So I'll try
Okay.
to skip that question, sir, for now.
Okay. What is shorthand property of transition?
Sorry, sir, your voice is tracking, sir.
Shorthand property of transition.
Transition, sir. So,
Hmm? Okay. Hello, Rishi?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You
So,
can continue.
Rupesh, we can start with the JavaScript.
okay,
Okay.
sir.
Yes. So, what is JavaScript?
So JavaScript is a text-based coding language which is used for make interactive our web pages.
Yes. And what are the features of JavaScript?
So we can run JavaScript on client base and server basis.
Yes. Do you have any idea of frameworks?
I-
Which are the frameworks of JavaScript? As you said, it is used at server side also.
Yes, sir. So ES6, maybe ES6.
Do you know Angular?
So,
Yes. Angular is used for client side
answer.
framework. It is a framework of JavaScript. Okay. And Node.js is used for server side. And so next, what is hoisting in JavaScript?
Hosting is all the declarations shifted outside of the scope is known as hosting.
Yes. And do you know you said a scope?
Yes, sir.
What is scope? How many types of scope?
Yeah, there are two types of scope. One is global, and
Yes.
one is local for simple ways. In
What is the difference between local scope and global scope?
so in global scope, the declaration is accessible at any length. And in case of local scope, it's available in a particular function only. It does not work outside of that.
Yes. Okay. So who is the father of JavaScript? Who invented JavaScript?
His name is Brandon Eck. He's the father of JavaScript. He just created JavaScript in 10 days.
Yes. And where we run JavaScript means where it will be run if we make a website JavaScript.
So it runs on servers.
Okay. No, means when we open any website,
Okay.
okay, so there is a JS code inside that.
Okay.
Okay, by using JS, we have means developed that website. So where did the JavaScript runs?
It's run behind our page. So
Okay, Do you know JavaScript engine?
Yes, sir.
In every browser, there is a JavaScript engine.
Yes, sir.
JavaScript runs on a JavaScript engine.
Engine.
So, do you have any idea of which are the JavaScript engines?
So there are one is Chakra, which is
Yes,
used by Chrome,
yes.
and
No, Chrome has V8.
V8 engine,
Firefox has Chakra.
and one is
No,
Spider-Man.
Internet Explorer has Chakra, and Spider Monkey is there for Firefox. Okay, so let's move to the next question. How many types of data types are there in JavaScript?
Basically, two types of data types. One is primitive, and one is non-primitive.
Inside that,
Primitive has the null, object, string, boolean, and undefined.
when you say the object,
No, sir. So it's by default. That's it.
okay, and which are the non-primitive data types?
Non-primitive data types are object, function, and one is array.
Okay. What is the object?
Object where we can store native data in the form of key and value pair.
Okay. Mm, what is a string?
String is a sequence of characters.
Yes. And if I want to find the length of a string, which property or which method I use? No,
Question,
there is a property for finding a length of a string.
question itself has an answer.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we use length properties.
Yes. And what we use to, if I want some part of a string, which method I use?
So there are two ways. So one is by slicing, and one is by consoling them. It's a long process, but
One is by slice and another
thanks.
is
We can directly console and write that particular number to get that.
no, I think just do that.
No, no, sorry, it can't handle. It can come by a one alphabetical wise, one by one.
Yes. Okay. So do you know what is splice?
Slice,
Splice. SPLICE.
slice, slice. I don't know much about it.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So, how many conditional statements are there in JavaScript, and which are they?
Uh, One is if,
Yes.
one is
Correct.
or,
One is if, one is
or,
or.
or,
Okay.
and another one is else, if else.
Or is not there, right?
Okay.
So if else, and if else ladder is there. Means if else if, that is called the if else ladder. Okay. So as you said, and or operators, they are the operators. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between and operator and a or operator?
So in and operator, both the statements used to needs to be correct. So then only it prints that. In or operator, if there are two, if there are two statements, so in that one should be true uh, in both of them.
Okay. So basically, if both are true, all the statements are true, then only the and will work. And if any one is false, and will not work. In that situation, in or, if any one is true, or will work.
Works, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this is a and or. So I will ask you a small question. Okay.
Okay.
So we declare a variable. Okay. So what uh, equals to is there?
Yes, sir.
What is the left side part and right side part is called of that equals to?
So right side part is known as value of that declaration, and left side part is known as the key of the declaration.
Left side part is uh, just declaring, and
Declaration.
right side is assigning.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If, okay. So so take share your screen. Okay, and uh, I will tell you one scenario. Okay,
So,
in that first listen my question. Okay, and
okay.
just don't execute the code. Just write a logic. I will tell you
Okay, sir.
where you have did the mistake. Okay, so uh, you are getting a Aadhaar card number.
Okay.
Okay, and if the Aadhaar card number is less than 10, then you have to print it is invalid.
Okay.
Okay, and if that Aadhaar card number is equals to 10, okay, then you have to print you have entered your Aadhaar card correct Aadhaar card number, or it is valid Aadhaar card number, like that. Okay, did you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So for that we use input.
Yes. No, don't write HTML.
Okay.
Just directly use JavaScript code. For Aadhaar card number, what you will take to store Aadhaar card number?
Should I take a very
Yes. Take Aadhaar number as a variable. Don't save it. Just write. I will tell you where you did the mistake.
so these are the some numbers for Aadhaar card. So
So here, what I said you that if the Aadhaar card number is greater than or less than 10, you have to print or console print a valid Aadhaar card number, or it is invalid.
okay.
And it is, if the length is 10, then it is a valid.
Okay.
Yes. So I have given you a condition. So why for will come? You have your Aadhaar card number. I have given you a condition, direct condition. Just take a if condition, no?
Okay.
Just simple. If Aadhaar card length is greater than or less than 10, invalid.
Okay. So this is the way, sir.
Less than. And one more scenario I have given you. Greater than.
Okay.
You can use there only, no? Just now we talk about and an or operator.
Yes, sir.
Open curly braces. Print invalid Aadhaar card right there. It is a string, no? How we write a string? Okay. So at the line of 3,
Okay.
just see your code. Where did the mistake? Just see your code. Watch, because you will get the mistake because you have wrote the right code in the first condition. Is there any difference? Can you see in first condition and the second condition?
Yes, sir. So I forgot it.
Okay. One more mistake you have. For your if condition, okay, you have to open a bracket, round bracket. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Inside that you have two conditions.
Okay.
So where is your if condition bracket?
Sir, can you please repeat it again?
Yes. How we will write a if condition? If condition inside bracket will write the conditions. Okay.
Sir.
But here you wrote the conditions, but if is not having his own bracket, inside that you have to write come to the third line. After if, open a bracket. Yes. No. Round bracket. And close it at the end of third line. No, not there.
Put
No.
these two condition in common penalties.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got it? What is your mistake?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. But this is wrong. Where did the mistake? It is at the first line. What is the mistake? What is the type of Aadhaar card?
It's number, sir.
And is length property works on number?
No, sir.
So what you want to do?
So I have to change it.
No, make that string.
So Aadhaar card should be changed in string.
At the first line, make that Aadhaar card number as a string. Okay. And now print for valid number. So when it is valid,
If it's more than 10 numbers.
not more than, equals to 10 exact.
So
So
here
this is completed. For
Okay.
invalid, you have wrote the code. For valid, you can write else if or else. Else if inside that condition. Else space if. In fifth line, you have a mistake. No comma will, no. Else spelling is wrong. No. ELSE. One more mistake you have at the fifth line. Aadhaar card dot length equals to. Yes. So I will ask you one more question on this only at the fifth line. You have wrote equals to. Okay.
Sir.
So if I write there equals to means triple equals to.
Okay.
What is the difference between triple equals to and equals to?
So equals to only checks the value, and
Yes.
triple equals to checks the value and type as well.
Yes, correct. Okay. So Rupesh, here we come with end of your interview. So do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir. So if you don't mind, I would like to know what's your position in this company.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
So if you don't mind, I would like to know that what's your role in this company.
My role.
Yes,
I am
sir.
an Angular developer from last 2 years. So working as a front-end developer and an Angular developer. Okay. So also my role is to make our product attractive, fix the bugs that came from the client.
Okay.
Yes. And also I'm now trying to learn Java as well as Node.js. So I'm becoming a full stack developer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this sounds great. Appreciate it,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Thank you, Rupesh.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, sir. Have a good day.
Same to you. Thank you.